The Petroleum Product Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria has called for the privatization of Nigerian-owned refineries, including the Warri and Kaduna refineries, to reputable private companies to improve efficiency and reduce government spending. National President of the association, in a statement jointly signed by his National Secretary, Dr. Joseph Obele, while describing 2024 as a remarkably good year for the downstream sector, said that the encouragement competition would foster a competitive market by encouraging new entrants and promoting a level playing field to prevent monopolies and ensure fair pricing. Now, joining me in, of course, here on Arise News tonight is Gillis-Harry, who is the President, Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you on Newsnight. Well, your association has called for the privatization of Nigerian refineries to reputable private companies. We want to know, why do you believe this step is crucial for improving efficiency and reducing government spending?
Let me wish us a very happy, joyful year in 2025, and also a Merry Christmas last year. To greet Nigeria, wish us well, and expect the 2005. The reason why Petron has taken the step that he has taken is based on some empirical analysis that we have made, and it's been a very painstaking one to look at what has happened to our assets in the last 2 decades. Today, the Mele Kyari-led administration, also supported by the Honorable Minister of Petroleum, Senator Lopubiri, and the Minister of Petroleum, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, brought a new story that our refineries, which Nigerians jointly have spent so much money to invest, is back. And as a responsible organization that has value for what Nigerians should do, for what God has put under our soil for our own blessing, it's so very important that it must be managed properly, must be managed efficiently, managed productively like any private sector business should. Government's hand in NNPC is much, and what we need at this time is government supporting private sector to make sure that we have a very successful business in the downstream. In the last few weeks, months, and years, we have found out how petroleum, especially PM, impact very negative. So very critical that we must get it right this time. And that's why Petron, as a responsible petroleum organization, is pushing out this advocacy that these 3, Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna, when it comes on stream, should be given to private handle, competent private companies to handle. Thank you.
If you remember, some of these refineries, have started operations recently, especially the Warri refinery. Of course, the Kaduna is also in the pipeline, even, of course, the Port Harcourt as well. But again, critics have argued that privatization could lead to job losses or the exploitation of resources by private entities. So how would you address these concerns raised by critics?
Prior to the removal of subsidy fully, private sector operators such as Petron, Dapman, under the leadership of Meman and a few other sister organizations, had to the outgone presidency, Muhammad Buhari, needed to have a process on how we can be able to advise on how we should operate. But industry stakeholders are ready to be disciplined. We were already putting a process where we will have to work effectively within ourselves and discipline ourselves, taken advantage of by any kind of monopoly, and ensuring that the Consumer Protection Council is part of the decision-making process, and Nigerians who are consumers are represented in this business. So before even today, the stakeholders in this industry have taken a step to ensure Nigerians the best. And we are still in that position because we have very credible leadership that is talking to us, a credible leadership in Dapman that is hand-holding us, and Petron, as the most critical last mile in the industry, is very willing to our leaders and work according to order. You'll be surprised to know that Meman has been organizing trainings for every segment of the industry. Dapman has been doing the same and very supportive of what the industry can come up with. So there will be no way that stakeholders of this caliber and this understanding of patriotism will take advantage of any Nigerian. So are good, criticism is good, but we will want to encourage them to know that the industry is going to be very, very productive and very useful. Okay. That there's products availability, there is also product affordability. So on the two sides of the divide, our associations are all working to that.
Okay. Before I let you go, I'd like to highlight key challenges these refineries that you want privatized, just highlight some of the challenges they face. And secondly, you've mentioned the importance of fostering competition to create a level playing field and ensure fair pricing. What specific policies or regulatory changes would you like to see to achieve these privatization that you talk about?
We would like refiners to refine. We will want storage facility owners to hold the products. And then we want retail outlet owners and other sister organizations that have capacity in running this to ensure that Nigerians have a better deal. So once all of us are doing what we are licensed to do, and we are not going to be any monopolistic tendencies, then Nigerians will have the best. And that is how that privatization should work. The is that the government has fixed now, at least whether they are working at 30% or 60% issue. Even if they work at 100%, they still will want to encourage the government to stay off the management of these facilities and assets. Private sector, partner with the government and in ensuring management, efficient maintenance, and product availability to ensure that there is energy security, and then that will lead into affordable prices of petroleum products in Nigeria.
Okay, a good place to leave it. Thank you so much for your time, Billy Gillis-Harry, the president of Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria. Thank you for coming on News Night.